I met Lesley at college. We met in the students' bar, of course.
I think that first date that we had, we went to the pictures, and yeah, I think I knew then. I knew I was onto a good thing.
And been happily married for 45 years now. In July 2018, we'd just come back from a family holiday in Cyprus, and I'd grown a bit of a beard and decided to shave it off. And in the process of shaving it off, I felt a lump in my throat there that I'd never had before. So the journey really began. I went down to the Royal Gwent Hospital, and in September, the consultant told me that I'd got throat cancer. I kept it to myself for a couple of days. I didn't tell Lesley. I think that was really because I didn't want to tell her in the hospital. I was in the hospital for a few days. I wanted to tell her in the peace and quiet of our own home, and of course, I think it was more of a shock to Lesley than it was to me, and it was obviously quite upsetting.
Devastating. That's it. Devastating. I didn't actually see it coming. He probably did, but I did not see it coming. You do get on with it. You've got to cope. You can't do anything else. We've got a family. You just go from day to day doing what you've got to do.
I went through 6 treatments of chemotherapy and 35 treatments of radiotherapy over a course of 7 weeks.
Come Christmas, when the eating problem started, then we realised it wasn't going to be as simple as we thought. We were really, really naive, I think.
The Christmas was probably the worst Christmas that we'd ever had. We kept the family away over that time because we didn't want the grandchildren to get worried by what was going on. So we were on our own, and yeah, it was pretty miserable. Then through the next few months, the effects of the radiotherapy started to kick in. My throat had closed up and was very sore. My jaw started to shrink in terms of my being able to open it. I developed a lymphedema on my neck and throat, and the dysphagia. Of course, my throat stayed closed. I've never been able to eat again normally.
We were struggling to find something different every day that Andy could eat, because it needed to be this really soft consistency. We mentioned it to the team in the hospital one day, and one of them said to us, look, give this lady a call at Wiltshire Farm Foods. I'm sure she will be able to help you. They do all sorts. And we did. We rang Sarah, and I haven't looked back really. It's made a big difference. Straight away they were, we've got all these options for you. Try this, try that. Gave us a few things to try, and we've been going back ever since on a weekly basis, and they are always very helpful, and they're lovely down there. The staff are lovely.
Since I started using them, have been absolutely fantastic and helped to improve our lifestyle.
We always have tried to eat together, so that has just made it possible to continue to do that, because literally Andy will put a meal in for himself and I will cook something for myself, and then it's all set to finish at the same time.
They give us plenty of options in terms of food. For a long time I'd survived on liquid food, really, liquidised food, and to be able to actually eat some more solid stuff was great from my point of view. that helps tremendously in terms of actually managing to build up the calories that I need on a daily basis.
As Andy's got a bit stronger, able to eat more, they've given us lots of advice. So yeah, they're great. The food's good, the staff are great. From my point of view, it couldn't have been any better.
I'm a curry man. Yeah, I love a curry. I'm not able to eat a proper curry yet, but I have had a curry via Wiltshire Farm Foods and really enjoyed it. Yeah.